Howdy, howdy, and how do you do? And welcome back to some Peglin Crucible 17, where mini bosses deal increased damage, and we are playing as the base Peglin just because we can. On this fine and dandy day, I just got off work, drove on home. Was quite fancy of a drive. It was quite, honestly, not too bad. Yesterday, the office was actually closed due to weather, so I got to work from home yesterday, which was nice. We had a big ice storm. It was mostly just, we had an ice storm, a little bit of an ice storm here. And so to reward ourselves for our hard works, we got to labor at home with the Miss Oki. I got to spend the whole day with her. Why does this not seem like 3 times speed? Does that not just... Oh, I'm confused. Maybe that's how it always is. It just seems very slow to me. I don't know. But we'll go on with our lives. Okay, but we had a nice snowstorm or ice storm the other day. I honestly thought we were probably gonna work from home today as well, but we didn't. The drive actually in wasn't too bad. Nothing noteworthy happened, I suppose, on the drive in, except for one little section of road right in the neighborhood. The first turn I take, I noticed it was a little bit off colored, so I tested it out a little bit to see how icy that might be, and it was pretty slick, but nothing I'm not accustomed to, I suppose. Let's just ignore the fact that a couple videos ago we're gonna check the speed real quick. It says 3 times the speed, but accept that. We'll options again. Warning, playing on 3 times speed may cause you to experience occasional bugs with physics collisions. We recommend 2 times speed for best experience. Well, we're not here for the best experience. We're here for the quick experience, you know? So let's see if this changes the speed dynamic at all for us. No, just still. Maybe this is the same, and it's just been a while for me, I suppose. That could be the case. Man, are we not gonna hit that refresh? Well, we're just gonna waste that orb just so that we can get a refresh with a good orb. Or I guess a quote-unquote good orb. It's just a pebble. So it can only be so good, you know? But I tested tested the road. A little slick, not too bad. We'll ignore the video that I posted not too long ago of when I got my truck stuck in the mud. But outside of mud, we're fine. And as long as you put it in 4-wheel drive before you get stuck, you're fine. You can't wait till you're fully stuck and then kick it in 4-wheel drive, because apparently the vehicles have to move ever so slightly in order for it to actually kick into 4-wheel drive. If you didn't know, now you know. You're welcome. Gain +1/+2 for every 28 gold held. Maybe later that would be nice. For now, we're just gonna buy and call it good. I'm kind of hoping one of these question marks gives us something that will revolutionize this run. I don't really know the best techniques to beat these higher crucible levels, especially with someone as basic as the basic Peglin. I feel like the round drill's got its own little quirks and features that can really help master these more difficult levels, but the Peglin just doesn't. More options which I guess more options isn't terrible, but honestly, I think I would prefer... Well, that was fortunate. I was thinking about switching the target, but I'm glad I didn't switch the target. We're gonna throw the terror ball there solely because it could actually hit the refresh, and the other one wasn't gonna hit the refresh. I know we took a lot of damage here, but with this end map and our super boots, we are going to favor this left side solely so that we can find a pocket here to use our super boots. We'll just upgrade our sphere one more time. Come over here. What? Didn't maintain? 5 health going into an elite fight. Okay, okay. We're not going to throw you. We are going to open up the middle. We kind of want everyone to spawn out before we hit these bombs. Whenever I'm actually working from the office, I haven't worked from the office in a long time, but I am now since I got a new position. I work from the office instead of fully remote, which sucks for Ms. Yoroki. Why do we keep hitting the refreshes when we don't want to hit the refreshes? Because this would have been a great orb to throw straight in the middle, and that was a fantastic spot for a crit as well. Might be a quick old GG for us. Hit another refresh just whenever we get our good orb. I think there's a technique on the mobile version of this where you can actually line it up straight up where it goes up and down. I have the slightest clue how to do it on PC, nor do I. You can fact check me on that. I have no idea. I could have just made that up because I've never played it on mobile. Don't hit that refresh. Thank you. We need these bombs exposed because the bombs are where we're going to do all of our damage. Now we kind of want to look for that refresh, but we can honestly hit this bomb again. Maybe it will do the trick. If not, we lost anyway. Boom. Oh. You're not going to do anything. Yeah. That's fine. We didn't like that run anyway. It wasn't the greatest of runs. And we'll do Peglin Crucible 17 again. Just not a good starting relics either. Which maybe we did have good ones on the one before. We had the refresh shield. I think that's what one of them was. I don't remember. I'm freshly off work. My brain is fried. I have kind of that imposter syndrome going on where I don't feel like I know what I'm doing, which I also at times I feel like I know exactly what I'm doing. But today was one of those days where it just feels like I don't know. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong because I use SQL. So it's just a query building site. If any of you don't know what it is, it's essentially for data analysts and data. You use it, write queries to pull data. And the data that I'm trying to pull, I'm writing a query for it, and I can't figure out how to combine the tables or what tables have the right information that I need. And so it's just been a big old pain for us. The refer wheel is a fantastic choice early on with a good refresh going over to the left. Maybe we get the Ouroboros. The Ouroboros isn't that great anymore. Place an orb, duplicate it. We don't really want to duplicate a level 1. Then we have to worry about upgrading it as well. I'm getting a phone call from Appleton, Wisconsin. I don't know anyone in Appleton, Wisconsin. Maybe you guys live in Appleton, Wisconsin. If you do, leave a comment down below and tell me it was you calling me. But I don't believe any of you are calling me at this current time. So I did not answer the phone call, and I don't think I'm going to regret not answering that phone call. There was one time I answered a phone call, and honestly, I didn't know that there was negatives to actually answering a spam call, but apparently there is negatives to it. The negatives being they can spoof your phone number once you answer, I guess. Somehow they can spoof it. I'm not exactly sure, but I answered one call before, and I guess I was on the line long enough to where they could source my phone number, and then they used my phone number to call a bunch of other people who just call her. I don't know what they're called. Essentially spam dial them. I gotta look at the map. Yeah, there is a shop. We can remove our terrible. Let's go. We beat that relatively quick, or relatively easy, which we use bombs for it. That's fine. We're just gonna go down, get rid of our terrible, and call it good. The terrible is just terrible with the Peglin. Maybe if we were the Spinventor with Spinventor originality, we would have been fine. because then the Terra Ball is actually better than our level 1 Pebbles, but that's neither here nor there. Yes, but they spoofed my phone number and they called a bunch of other people. Then I spent my whole day getting phone calls back where I missed a call from this number. I missed a call from this number. Then I have to say, I did not give you a call. Then I had to call my phone provider, say, hey, what is going on? All these people are saying they received a phone call from me and I never called them. And then they looked at my number and then figured out, oh, your phone number was stolen and was spoofed. Which I don't know what they did to fix it, but it hasn't happened to me again. But I am terrified of it happening again. Blind isn't bad. Blind is not bad. And you're a pretty strong orb. You'll be a 5/9 with a little bit of blind. What's our map look like? Who are we fighting? You. I don't really know. We'll just go you. We'll get some upgrades before we spend all of our resources. We'll go to the extra question mark. Hope something good comes. We'll scoop up the relic, because now if we come across any orbs that we want, the orbs are going to be upgraded for us, which is fantastic. So that was a good time of my life, if you guys were interested in that. So be wary of any phone calls that you might get in those regards, because they're not always just spam calls where you can toy with them. I've always wanted to be that guy where I get a telemarketer calling me and I can just toy with them, but what I get is my phone number spoofed. That's how God comes up and punishes me. You're trying to make these people have a harder life? That's not, well, what is it? Eye for an eye is what is in the Bible, but apparently we don't go eye for an eye. I gotta be the bigger man. It is what it is. I don't get... Ooh, come on. Well, I didn't want to go right. I was kind of hoping we'd stay left, but it doesn't matter. No! It's going to be the horrible. Ether Wheel, level 2 got up. It should be level 3 now, right? Since it got duplicated? Pocket Sand. But I think we'd rather have Super Boots. And we go for you. We don't have enough to get rid of another orb. We have enough to buy another orb. You're not a terrible orb, but you're also not great. You're not that great. Ball Lightning, it's not terrible, I suppose. Let's go Ball Lightning. I know it doesn't really get stronger, but we do have Spiral Slayer. And now it's a level 2. So we got one level 2 Ether Wheel, level 3 Ether Wheel. I think we're in good hands. Allstate. We're in Allstate's good hands, aren't we? I was trying to think of what insurance company has that as their slogan. You're in good hands. I can't quote him. My voice doesn't go that deep. Does not go deep enough for that kind of stuff. I always thought how easy of a job it must be to be a voice actor. Because what? You still get in character, quote unquote, get in character. I feel like there's a difference in getting in character for a voice actor and then an actual actor, which, I don't know, I still think I could be an actual actor too. All you have to do is just swallow your pride a little bit on scenes. Like, don't be embarrassed don't get embarrassed. Just know that you're going to be doing something that could be seen as embarrassing, but it's not always embarrassing, because you could just turn out and movie that makes you tons of money, and then you're well known, then you don't have to work another day in your life. Or you just have to be an actor for 2 movies a year, or maybe 1 movie a year. I did find out some movies they record for almost just a week. 6 days worth of I do like enhanced gunpowder. I do like enhanced gunpowder, but a special crit, one extra crit with the special button with the heavy shaft potion could go a lot harder. But there's some movies that they only film for a week. So you could just do a week's worth if you're a well-known, big enough actor where they're willing to spend that much for you. I think it was a Tom Hardy movie where they did that, where Tom Hardy was in the driver's seat the whole entire time. What movie is that? I've never seen it, but I did want to watch it after I saw that. I think it got a lot of praise or something. Is it John Hardy? What's his name? Hardy. Not John Hardy. What'd I say? Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy. Actor. Let's go to... Is it Legend? No, not Legend. Sits in car. Lock. Locke. Lock. Interesting. So go see the movie Lock. How much did Lock film schedule? How long did it take to film Lock? 8 nights. Filmed in just 8 nights. Tom Hardy make on Lock. Tom Hardy's fee per movie as of 2024 is approximately $20 million. In 2024, I suppose. 2013 film Lock. How much did Tom Hardy make? How much did Tom Hardy make for Lock? Well, it cost $2 million to make Lock. So, brilliant script, but a $1.5 million budget for Lock kind of boggles the mind. Maybe Tom Hardy's fee was $500,000. I mean, for 1 week, even if it was, it baffles my mind that you can make that much money. I just feel like ball lightning's fallen off. Between you and me, I think it's just not that good. Concentrication, however, is fantastic. I love that orb. Hey, Oki, welcome in. Were you hearing about how much money people can make in 8 days and you realize we don't make that? And now you're sad? But you still live rent-free? And you live in my head? Rent-free still? Forever? Because you're my Oki. Why'd you paw my foot? I wasn't even shaking it. So Oakley was actually trained to be a service dog. Well, hello, I know. She's resting her head on my lap because I'm not spending any time with her. I came home and instantly started recording. I know, Oakley, I'm sorry, but I need to record. I'm staying true to my word. I can't fall off the wagon already. The start of the year. This year, we're supposed to come back. We already have a timestamp on one of our videos to go back to see how the times have changed. We're supposed to look totally different by this, or by New Year of 2025, once 2025 ends. We're supposed to look like a whole different channel, Miss Oakley. And with you doing this, it's not gonna help. But maybe one day, Oak, you can get a job, support me, and I can do this full time, and then I'll be here with you full time. And then I don't have to separate my time between you, my actual work, my wife. I could just spend it with recording and you, Ogie. And of course my wife, but maybe she doesn't have to work either. If you get a good enough job, get a good enough paying job, Oak, we'd be just fine. Ball Hazard's not terrible. It gives us a little bit of extra damage, so I'm not opposed from it. I'm not the most excited about picking it up. Maybe if we were my favorite one, Spinventor, it would make a little bit more sense. But we're not the Spinventor. Eye of the Turtle. We don't need even more, do we? I think I'd rather... Post-battle upgrading now includes the option to increase your max health by 4, which is great in hindsight. Maybe we want an extra eyes for eyes on eyes. Get as much eyes as we can. We got the Peglin's eyes, and then we got Turtle's eyes. Go this way in hopes that we hit this crit. Didn't come close to that crit. We go this way to hit this refresh. Beautiful. Now we go this way to hit this crit. Into a refresh. Into another refresh. That's all right. We can actually ramp down to that refresh. And then hit that crit too. Oh my gosh, everything's going smoothly here, but we're just not doing enough damage. We're not even halfway through its health. Hit the refresh. Well, we're actually going to jump to you now. 45 damage is all you could do. Ouch. What? It bled through our health. It's just game after game after game, Miss Oak. All right. We're going to get this one. We're going to do it here. We're going to... Enemies don't get their extra turns. For your first reload, I'll take that for now. For now, that's fine. For now, that will be fine. It's not great, though. We're looking for great. Not fine. Great. Have I ever told you guys about my theory? You know how there's just people that you feel like are, I guess, some people might say dumb. Just the behaviors and act and whatnot, how they make decisions and stuff. A lot of people might say, well, that's dumb, or they just don't do well with it. I feel like everyone's got their own specialty on what their mind is good at. And it's the idea of finding what that is. What is it that your mind is good at? And a lot of people figure that out. And they have interests in very common stuff that benefits them and is a little bit more obvious to see what their intelligences are. So I have a buddy that's very interested in like cloud servicing. So like, I guess what Amazon AWS, what Azure, Microsoft Azure does, where it's cloud processing and stuff. His mind works very well with that, and he speaks on it. He talks about it all the time, and it's very practical in today's society. So then a lot of just people assume that he's smart, which is understandable, I suppose. It's a very practical knowledge, but I feel like there's also a disconnect on other topics. And so maybe I'm just trying to justify to you guys that I'm not stupid. Maybe this is just me finding a way to justify it. But I feel like everyone's got their own strengths. Now, is my strengths Peglin? No. Is my strengths... I don't know what my strengths are. But I feel like let's say it this way. I feel like I'm very average at almost everything I do. My specialty is being very average. Not being fantastic, not being great. I'm good at just being average, existing in the plane. Are we about to lose to this guy again solely because we just can't get enough damage? I mean, I don't know. 5 versus 7. 7's technically better. Well, actually, we survived. I do like Poltergeist. I do like you. I do like you. I do like you. And your Pierce. Let's just buy you. And I say we upgrade you as well. Oh, we could have used you last game. We could have used you. But I think we're going to go Bag. What a great selection there that I'm going to drop the bag on. Whenever crit is hit, convert 2 pegs to a crit. That's not bad. Every enemy starts with re-exploitable. Let's do this one. I kind of like the way of that. I like the way the waves are blowing with this relic. Boom, look at that. More crits on this board. Crit gets hit. Oh, well, I guess hitting the duplicated crits don't count as hitting a crit to actually duplicate. Hitting one more bomb would have probably been great for us, but we can hit it here. Boom. Because that will get rid of that plant boy that was sitting there. We honestly got 25 gold, so we should be fine. Let's see what the map looks like here. Does it make sense to heal here or upgrade? Maybe just upgrade here. I think we take the time to heal. Or do we upgrade? Bold orb. A little bit of bold orb action. We have not seen a bold orb in a while. Honestly, a 4-8. 4-8's not bad. Got a bold orb. Sitting here at a 2-3 for you. And now we could go, we can either go to a 3-5 or we can pick up the bold orb. We haven't seen a bold orb in a long time. Who's our final boss? I bet it's the slime. No, it's not the slime. I don't dislike the bold orb here. Maybe we should have healed. I don't know. I think we should be happy with our choice. Whenever you gain must circle, gain 1 additional. We don't really have any more must circle, but we can add more crits and in turn add more. Maybe we can get the cookie and heavy shot potion comes back around at some point in time in our life. Pop off, bold orb. You did hardly no damage, so popped off somewhere in this world, but not where we needed you most. We're actually shy some life there, some damage. Not bad. We need some money, though. We need money? Yes, we still need money. Stop hitting refreshes, please. We're going to lose more health. Stop hitting the refreshers. Oh, we got 25. Oh, thank you. Ooh, bomb. So good. So is go for the eye circle, but we have to heal. We can't just not heal. And then we have to go for an elite fight, you know? Just can't turn that down. Oh, beautiful. It's a great elite fight for us, though. Not really great. Not a great placement of crits there for us, though. Beautiful dodge of hitting that refresh. Now put a crit over here. And we go down this slide. Beautiful, beautiful. Into a bold orb. And more crits. 100 damage, and then we lose a little bit more health because, you know, why not? We need cookie. We need something that will give us some health. Ooh, orb. Great. Imagine that with the... Need you upgraded, but we just need health. Whenever created in battle, create an additional. Prevent the first time you would lose health each battle. I think we'd rather have pocket watch. Believe you me. Oh, thank you. Anything but miss navigation there. Oh. There's no bats here, so we can throw you out confidently. I was kind of hoping for a little bit of a bomba. I was hoping for a bomb hit there, but okay. Big refresh. Nice, nice. We gotta go for you, you know? Head down here, hit a crit, call that good. I don't know if we'll do enough damage for this boss fight. We don't have enough health. We don't have much health. 2-4 is better than a 2-3, I suppose. Go ahead and hit the refresh. Hit a crit. Beautiful. You did enough damage. All right. I know you're wanting me to go for that glass thing, but we have to go for heals. I think we might be able to get enough damage in. Maybe I should have went for the fight. Well, I'll let a Terror Ball sink. We don't have to worry about our Terror Ball anymore. Fine, that's fine. Bet on that. Big. Got rid of the refresh that got buried down at the bottom, which is massive. Okay, that works too, I suppose. Set it free and hit a bomb or two. Oh, come on now. Okay, I wish there was a little minion there for us with the bold orb there, but I suppose I understand why there was no minion there, because the game would have been too hard. I mean, too easy. No minion, so no bold orb. Boom. Beautiful. No minion again? Where's your minions? No minion again? All this damage going into minion. No easy crit. Take some damage. The bold orb actually can get stopped by that. We're not going to do 200 damage here, are we? No. So gross. Well, not a great session here, Oakley. But thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to talking with you all later. Bye-bye.